In the vast tapestry of Hindu mythology, few figures command attention like Kali, the goddess of destruction. Picture her, wild hair streaming like a tempest, a garland of skulls dangling from her neck, her tongue stained with the blood of demons. She's chaos incarnate, a force so fierce that even the gods tremble in her presence. Yet beneath this terrifying visage lies a paradox, a truth, but unsettling and liberating. Kali is not merely a destroyer, she is a creator, a mother, a teacher. Her dance of fury reveals a profound lesson about the cycles of life, the depths of the human psyche, and the courage required to embrace change. In this journey, we'll unravel her myth, explore the ideas she embodies through the minds of great thinkers, and discover how her untamed energy speaks to us today in a world desperate for transformation. Kali's story begins in a moment of cosmic crisis. According to the Devi Mahatmya, a sacred Hindu text, the goddess Durga faced an insurmountable foe, the demon Raktabija. His blood held a sinister power. Each drop that hit the earth birthed a new demon, multiplying his army endlessly. Durga, radiant and resolute, fought valiantly, but the tide turned against her. In a surge of divine wrath, she furrowed her brow, and from that furrowed space erupted Kali, a being of pure unfiltered potency. With eyes blazing and a roar that shook the heavens, she descended upon the battlefield. Her tongue lolled out, catching Raktabija's blood before it could spawn more evil. She devoured his essence, her dance growing wilder with each step, until the demon lay vanquished. But Kali did not stop. Her fury, once unleashed, became a force unto itself. She whirls through the cosmos, her dance threatening to unravel creation. The gods watched in horror as mountains crumbled and stars flickered. Desperate, they turned to Shiva, her consort, the serene lord of meditation. Shiva threw himself into her path, lying prone beneath her feet. When Kali stepped upon him, she froze, her eyes meeting his. Recognition dawned, and her rampage ceased, not out of defeat, but through the balance his presence restored. This image, Kali standing atop Shiva, became her enduring icon, a symbol of destruction and creation intertwined. Her appearance tells a deeper story. The garland of 50 skulls around her neck represents the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet, but also the egos she has severed, false identities that bind us to the illusion. Her skirt of dismembered arms symbolizes the cutting away of karma, the actions that trap us in cycles of suffering. Her dark skin mirrors the infinite void from which all things emerge, while her protruding tongue, often misunderstood as shame, signifies her consumption of impurities, a fierce, purifying love. In some tales, she is called Kalaratri, the night of time, her name derived from Kala, meaning both time and death. Kali is the relentless march of moments, devouring all in her path to make way for renewal. In India, Kali is both feared and adored. During Kali Puja, held under moonless skies, her devotees offer flowers, blood-red hibiscus, seeking her protection and liberation. In tantric practices, she is the ultimate reality, a goddess who shatters the veil of Maya, illusion, to reveal truth. From Bengal to the Himalayas, her worship varies. Some see her as a tender mother, others as a merciless slayer of ignorance, yet all agree she is necessary. But what does this ancient deity mean for us? To answer that, we must turn to the realm of ideas, where Kali's dance echoes through the human mind and soul. Sigmund Freud, the pioneer of psychoanalysis, saw the human psyche as a turbulent sea. At its depths lies the id, a cauldron of primal urges, lust, rage, hunger that is driven by the pleasure principle, heedless of morality or consequence. Above it The ego negotiates reality, while the superego enforces guilt and ideals. Kali, in her raw, unrestrained glory, resembles the id unleashed. Her rampage after slaying Raktabija mirrors those moments when our basest impulses break free. Think of a burst of anger or an impulsive act. Yet Freud's id is chaotic, without purpose, a force to be tamed. Kali's destruction, however, targets evil and stagnation, suggesting a power that, while wild, serves a higher end. Here, her myth hints at something Freud missed. Chaos can be a tool, not just a threat. Carl Jung offers a richer lens. He spoke of the shadow, the hidden repressed parts of ourselves we dare not face, our anger, fears, desires. As Jung wrote, everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. Kali is this shadow, made flesh. Terrifying, yes, but vital. Her dance is the upheaval of all we suppress, demanding we confront it. Jung argued that wholeness comes not from rejecting the shadow, but from integrating it. When Shiva calms Kali, it's not suppression, it's harmony. He represents consciousness, the light that meets her darkness. Together they teach us that acknowledging our shadow, our inner Kali, can lead to growth, not ruin. Friedrich Nietzsche takes us further. In The Birth of Tragedy, he contrasts the Dionysian, the ecstatic, chaotic force of life, with the Apollonian, the realm of reason and structure. Kali is unmistakably Dionysian. Her dance is passion, destruction, and rebirth, a whirlwind that defies control. Nietzsche saw this force as essential, writing, "It is only as an aesthetic phenomenon that existence and the world are eternally justified. Her terror is art, her chaos a prelude to creation." Yet, in Shiva we find the Apollonian counterpoint, stillness amid the storm. Their union reflects Nietzsche's ideal, a synthesis of wild energy and steady wisdom, a balance modern life often lacks, as we lean too heavily on order, stifling the Dionysian spark. Kali's link to time deepens her resonance. As Kalaratri, she embodies impermanence, every tick of the clock a step in her dance. This echoes Buddhist teachings on the fleeting nature of all things and the Stoic call to accept change. The Devi Mahatmya hails her as the force of time, the roaring one who drinks the blood of demons and wears a garland of skulls, yet also the compassionate one. Through her, we see time not as an enemy, but as a liberator, clearing the old to birth the new. What does Kali mean for us in this restless, fractured age? Consider our lives. We are bombarded with demands to conform, to suppress our messier emotions, anger, grief, passion, for the sake of productivity or politeness. But Kali warns us, what we bury festers. Picture someone who bottles up their frustration at a dead-end job or a strained relationship. One day it erupts, harsh words, rash choices. Yet if they'd faced that inner Kali sooner, channeled it into a bold move, an honest talk, or a creative outburst, they might have found freedom instead of chaos. Our lesson is clear. Don't fear the storm within. Dance with it. Throughout history, great minds have tapped into Kali's energy. Friedrich Nietzsche, for instance, wielded destruction as a philosophical tool. He demolished traditional morality to pave the way for the Übermensch, a being who creates their own values. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he proclaimed, "One must have chaos within oneself to give birth to a dancing star." His life, though haunted by madness, birthed ideas that reshaped the world. Emperor Ashoka of India embodied a similar arc. After a brutal conquest that left him haunted by bloodshed, he embraced Buddhism, transforming his empire into a beacon of compassion. His edicts, carved in stone, echo Kali's duality, destruction as a path to renewal, not ruin. These figures across fields shows that Kali's dance is not to be feared but harnessed. Whether in thought, leadership, or discovery, her energy propels us forward, provided we balance it with wisdom. Fear, though, holds us back. Kali is daunting, her power, her unpredictability. We dread change, failure, even our own strength. Yet her myth suggests facing that fear is the path forward. Psychologist Carl Rogers noted, "The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change." Kali embodies this. Acceptance of our wildness unlocks transformation. As we leave Kali's realm, her fierce gaze lingers, not to terrify, but to awaken. She's the shadow we must embrace, the chaos we must wield, the time we must accept. Through her, we learn that destruction is not an end, but a beginning. The poet Audre Lorde once wrote, "The master's tool will never dismantle the master's house." Kali, with her radical untamed spirit, offers new tools, ones forged in fire and love, to reshape our lives and world. What will you build with them?